Goeiemôre julle. Welkom hier by Boertjie en Os. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Boertjie and Os. I know it's been a while since I've posted something, but it's been a hectic time for us. Two things. We busy with a 186 visa, and that's a painful, expensive, painful and expensive experience. But anyway, that's done. It's been get all the documents and everything ready. That's the one thing. The second thing is we done harvesting, so it was late nights, hectic days, machines breaking down. But that's done now, and I was thinking of doing the Mapungubwe video, but like I said, it's time-wise it was a bit hectic for me, but we took a break. We took a break now, and we at Windermere Dam in New South Wales, and I'll just show you guys where we're at now on a boat. Try to catch some fish. Anyways, it's early morning. Beautiful spot. We came at about 6 o'clock last night. Tatiana, did you catch a fish? No fish? What's wrong with you?
We just got here.
Oh, okay. So we must hopefully get a bite. But this is our view this morning on the dam. We got bait out, a little bit of sheep liver. We'll see how that goes. And we're catching with minnows. We're sitting in a spot here between the trees. Hopefully we'll get something. And then there's another surprise that I want to share with you guys. My wife had a big accident. I'll put the pictures on. The car that's been written off. And then we bought another car, and I want to show you guys, the one that we decided on. It's not the one that we wanted, but that's the one we decided on. And I'll put up a few pictures, and maybe one of you guys can help me. Just think about it. We're looking at a conversion of the suspension, the GVM upgrade, and I'll ask a few questions though about the upgrade and which product you think is best for us in our situation to use. And maybe if one of the companies seeing this, they can comment as well and sort of motivate us why their product would be the best. We'll see how that goes. But I'll put that on, and then I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think would be the best option for us? But for now, we're gonna sit and try and catch some fish. Fish, yeah. Afrikaans and Engels. Afrikaans and English. Anyway, that's the way it is. But thank you guys. Yeah, just look at that. Just look at that. So usually for me, to make my visit or experience a little bit more interesting, I try to gather some info. So I got some info around the dam, and for those of you that would also be interested. So basically, Windermere Dam is located in the Gudgegonge River,
and it's upstream from Mudgee in the central tablelands of New South Wales in Australia, and the reservoir formed by the dam is known as the Lake Windermere. And it was basically built in 1974 up until 1984, so basically 10 years for them to finish this dam. And it is an ungated rock-filled embankment dam with clay core and an uncontrolled rock cut spillway. It plays a key role in the irrigation, town water supply, hydroelectric power and conservation, supplying water to Mudgee and Golgong and operating alongside Barrendong Dam. And at full capacity, the dam holds approximately 368 billion liters of water. The dam wall is about 67 meters high and 825 meters long, while Lake Windermere covers about 2,030 hectares with a catchment area of 1,070 square kilometers. It's maybe useful information or useless information, but it still makes the visit a bit interesting when you look at the capacity of all the water in a dam, and knowing what the reason for it is, and it's a beautiful dam. It supports quite a bit of wildlife as well, and being a keen birder, just not up to scratch with all the different bird species yet. Hopefully we'll get there someday, but we got to see the Australian pelicans, black swans and the great cormorants, white-faced herons and Pacific black ducks and sea eagles. They're quite common along the edges of the water of the shoreline. And fish species is the golden perch or the yellow belly, the murricot and a silver perch. And what's interesting, it's a bit hard to believe, but what's interesting is that they say that there is no mud carp in it. We didn't try to get that, but anyway, so it's a beautiful dam, and there's a lot of recreational facilities like you most probably see in some of the footage. And it's not too far from where we were, so we enjoyed it quite a bit. Camping and fishing and enjoying the nature around it. Very good.
So yeah, you all know the Fortuner. So this is a 2020 model that I got. I looked at a few vehicles, as I've told you guys, and with everything that was in the market and in the price range that I looked at, I ended up buying this vehicle with an extra bull bar and a roof rack. It's a Fortuner 2020 model, Fortuner Crusade, and it's got 68,000 kilometers on the clock. And that's actually the reason why I took it, because of the kilometers and the age of it, the model. And I reckon 12 to 13,000 kilometers per annum is not too bad.
Yeah, well, here's the rig ready to go, the trailer hooked, the boat loaded. And as you guys can see, this is one of the reasons why we're thinking of a suspension upgrade, and there's a few things that we want to add in a vehicle, like a winch, a drawer system at the back. Still want to load a rooftop tent on the top, and maybe an extra fuel tank and a replacement bumper at the back. It's all added weight, and we just not sure with what product we have to go. And because this vehicle is still a daily commute vehicle for the wife and the children to school and back, and we don't we don't necessarily plan to go really hard off-roading, but you know how it goes. In the moment when you get there, then you want to try it, and you want to have the confidence that your rig will still do it. But we still not sure what product we want to use, and because of all the products on the market, like you know, the products and currently in this footage, you know, we don't know which one we reckon would fit our purpose. But maybe with the help of you guys that went through this whole process of a suspension upgrade, you can give us some tips, and maybe if there's you know, some of the people of these companies looking at this video, maybe they can give us a comment and maybe motivate why we should use their product. All these products are, you know, in and around us and is available to fit the vehicle. We're just not sure which product we want to go with, and which would, you know, fit our purpose for what we want to do on a vehicle. It would be interesting to know what you guys think of it. Please comment below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I needed to put something on about Australia. I mean, we're living in Australia now, the Burki in traveling in Australia, and we enjoyed this dam, Windermere Dam, and hopefully with the upgrade of the vehicle we can experience any further bush experiences in Australia, maybe more hard bush, and compare it with what South Africa had in the bush, comparing bush to bush. So our next trip would be Barrendong Dam. Hope you're going to enjoy that. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and please give us feedback regarding what suspension you guys would think of. See you later.